I wanted to ask about Karma Yoga because you were talking on the same language. And in fact, I started reading God Talks to Arjuna. I bought that book because of you, and I've started reading it now. And the other day, you made your Facebook Live on Karma Yoga, and just a few lines about Karma Yoga and what your insight is, Murali, because I think it's going in the flow.
Just do your action and get rid of the whole expectation cycle. Okay, our job is to just take action. That's all. Action is happiness. You take action, you will shine from inside. Okay, because when you take the action, you will shine from inside because you're already happy. When you take the action, the cobwebs are removed, the dust is removed. Thereby, you suddenly start shining with happiness, which is already there inside you. But the whole thing, people really add more dust to the whole layer is when they have an expectation. So, whenever you do something, act. Don't expect. Once the job is done, get out of the whole scene. And that's how all great masters have lived. That's what all our great grand masters who have lived have actually taught how to live life. Don't have an attachment to anything. Don't have expectation to anything. Do your job. Once the job is over, once your duty is over, get out of it. Obviously, then you don't have attachment. So attachment leads to suffering, and suffering leads to pain, and pain leads to unhappiness. And then you make the whole life cumbersome itself. So that's the reason why Karma Yoga is nothing but do your action, serve everyone in whatever your capability is based on your core genius of who you are. Okay, that's where the core also comes in. You need to just act based on your core. If your core, for example, my core is teaching. If you ask me what's my ultimate inner core is teach. That's it. For me, everything is all about can I share, can I teach, how can I teach? Because that's what has come naturally to me. I don't have to break my head for anything else. Similarly, for every person, there is a natural flow happens inside. A natural core genius is there. And our job is to figure out what is that natural core. What's your core of yourself? The core genius of you. Identify that first. Once you identify that, just live that life. That's all. And make your life around that. So then what happens? You are only doing your action because that is one way of dissolving your karma basically. So that's the reason why you just do your action. That is one way to dissolve all your karmas in your life. But the minute you expect out of it, then instead of dissolving, I've added more. So that's how the whole Karma Yoga can be connected to the core genius of you.